So Permanent Government is a song that came about as a result of me trying to test out some of the recording gear I had purchased last year. I wanted to check whether those could in any way, shape or form improve my mixing or producing skills, but I needed a bit of music to test it on, so it was a perfect opportunity to do this. Also, at that point in time, which was March 2025, I had been working on a full studio album, but I got stuck doing it. I got into a bit of a writer's block, I'm guessing, and I couldn't really finish it, and I just wanted to break away and do something completely different, so Permanent Government was a perfect opportunity to do so. And also, the lyrical subject matter for that song was something that I wanted to talk about for a very long time, so all the stars kind of aligned and Permanent Government was born. The song starts with this kind of crazy drop-tuned percussive riff that was inspired by Rabia Masad, a famous YouTube musician and personality. I wasn't really vibing any of his songs when coming up with those parts. I was really inspired by his writing style, and there is some crazy drumming over the top of that riff, but I really liked it. I think it kind of gives the whole section this kind of complex technical vibe. And that intro riff takes you into the ambient verse that I had had for a very long time before I was able to fit it in a song. There is also the ambient breakdown guitar riff that I had had for a very long time before I found a place for it in this particular song. So this track is a mixture of fresh ideas and older ones, I guess, which sometimes happens with songwriting. Sometimes you get something laying around for a very long time before you actually stumble upon a section in a song where this one actually fits. What's cool about this song is that even though it explores a lot of different ideas, it's still coherent. It's not really disjointed. I think that a lot of modern progressive rock and metal tends to introduce a lot of different ideas within one song, but the songwriter never really revisits those, right? But with this one, you've got, for instance, a piano riff in the second verse that gets revisited in the outro, right? So I think that it gives the song a sense of development. A cool thing about the song as well is that it's got many different elements that my solo project is kind of renowned for. So heavy riffs, clean guitars, piano riffs, synthesizer, ambient-y parts. So I think that if somebody asked me what is the song that represents slight isolationism sound the best, I would probably say Permanent Government. Lyrically, the song was inspired by my own observations related to living under the so-called democracy for the last 30 years. Just seeing that taking part in elections does not really change anything. People keep voting in national elections, but nothing really changes. It is only the names of the political parties that change. Only the faces change, but nothing really improves, right? Politicians are not really interested in improving our lives. They are mostly into making money off of their ridiculous salaries and just abusing power. And I remember watching an interview with a pretty controversial journalist, David Icke. Some people call him a conspiracy theorist, and he used the phrase permanent government. I was like, this is exactly what it is. We keep voting in elections, new governments get chosen, but nothing really changes, so it's like a permanent government, you know. Different people are in power, but the same thing keeps on happening. We are kept being ruled by the people that are not really interested in us, you know, they are interested in abusing power and stuff like that.